If someone came to the house and was gonna, let's say it's 12 o'clock, midnight, and you hear something at the door and it's scary. It's like a noise. Sounds like someone's breaking in. What do? Do you run and tend to that, or does Destiny run and tend to that?
I feel like we both would probably go.
No, stop it.
I think
Melina.
so. I think we both would.
Melina.
I think we're pretty, I don't know, we're pretty like the
you
same.
would be front and center trying to battle that thief? Come on.
No, but you're saying if someone knocks on the door in the middle of the night, if we would go check who it is?
I'm saying like if you felt there was something dangerous happening, you're walking down.
We're getting the gun. That's what we're doing.
Okay, but who would take the lead in a position like that? There's a reason I'm asking.
I don't know. I actually have no idea. I mean, I'm like a very, like, he's pretty strong. He goes to the gym and stuff now. I'm a very, like, strong person. I've done jiu-jitsu. Like, I like guns.
Yeah, but you're not as strong as Destiny.
I think we're...
There's no way.
For a woman, I am probably stronger. Stronger than him. Yeah.
For a woman, but like, he's a man.
There's some lifts that we do that are pretty similar. In, like,
he's still a man though. So by virtue of
course,
being a man,
he can't get stronger than me. Obviously,
but even now, like, and I understand.
Yeah, of course,
Destiny's not a bodybuilder, but
I think I think that we both have had experience. Like I did like military stuff when I was in Sweden, so like I do pretty like masculine things. So I feel like we would probably be both like checking on things.
Destiny, I'm talking to you out there. If somebody comes to the house, if you're listening,
I have no idea,
and is jingling that chain, it better damn well be you that goes to the door, and you leave Melina in that room. And she needs to be hiding in some closet, calling for help, and you need to be the one at that door. I'm just saying it because somebody needs to say it.
Destiny. You know, he would just push me there to open the door, but he would say that you go, you sacrifice
I'm not
yourself
entirely surprised, to be honest.
He would probably do that.
So the reason I brought it up is because oftentimes you hear the word equality associated with feminism, and they say equality, and then you, in the same breath, women will turn around and say they want selective equality. You know, they want the guy to pay the bill and pull out the chair for them and take care of them and protect them if a burglar's coming to the door. They want them to do all of that. And, you know, then they'll say equality. And I'll say, well, then you don't want equality.
No,
you don't want to do any of those things.
I don't think that that's the case. But also...
So do you play more of a masculine role in the house? It seems to me like you're talking
Okay,
like
this is the thing. I grew up in Sweden where men don't pay the bill. Like, if you go out with them. I don't even think I've really been out on a date before. But when I have been, it's either like you split it. That's usually how it goes. Like, guys don't hold the door. They don't, like, go up to you. Like, it's not the same thing. It really isn't. Like,
Melina, can I say something without offending you? I don't want to offend you here, but this may be the reason why you're opting for these open relationships. I don't know if you've sat down with a real alpha guy yet.
But I have, but they're so pathetic to me.
But like somebody should pay your bill. So a man should pay your bill.
Yeah, but I don't like to be put in that position either, where I feel like I'm just like some submissive person. I don't feel like I'm a very
submissive. That's a gentleman, right? If a guy's walking down the street with you and he's walking on the outside of the street, he's doing that because if the cars come, they want to hit him first instead of you. That's protective. That's a beautiful thing.
I know, but I don't think I think it's kind of like I can take care of myself. That's like how I am a little bit. Like it's funny because I went out with some friends that lives in Miami like a year ago, and I remember like the way I walk around and like hang out with friends whatever, and these were like 3 really big guys or anything. I did not hook up with them or anything. It sounds like when I'm saying this, it sounds like I'm trying to do that. No, it was just like friends or whatever that I just kept as friends. Yeah. But I remember I was out. Yeah. But I remember when I was out with them, I was the one that was like hitting up the bar. I was like the one that like pushed everything to like happen because they weren't doing it. And I think I just took that role. And I remember that they were very like, they didn't really know what was going on because I did that and they're not really used to it. And then I remember one of the guys said like, yeah, it feels like you're just having us on a leash a little bit. It's like it's kind of weird. Like I remember that one of the people said, I think it's just like a Swedish sort of culture where we're very like, you split the bill, like you both do stuff. That's just where I'm from. Like I didn't have someone open the door. I remember when Steven opened the car door and I was like, what? Like,
yeah, that's a gentleman.
That's crazy. Yeah, I thought that was like, okay. Like I've never had that happen before.
So, and I surmise, just to give you my opinion, if you were walking down the street and something dangerous happened and you were walking down that street with a few guys that immediately reacted and didn't even give you the opportunity to do that, you would feel really good about that moment. I know you're saying that you're feeling I can take care of myself, and I call that the matrix programming all the time. And I know I grew up in New York City. I grew up with a head of like, I have to pay my own bills and I have to be this and I have to be that. And there's something that happens that's really beautiful when you're sitting in front of a guy who takes charge sometimes. If you just let yourself sink into it and stop being reactive and triggered by it all the time, you'd be surprised how nice it is to know that somebody's got your back. That's all it is. It's not...
They could probably do it in some ways that I would like. But I feel like some people almost... What it feels like okay, I don't, maybe this is just, maybe I just run into the wrong guys. I feel like if I'm like hanging out with some guy that sees himself as alpha and stuff, it almost feels like they're just trying to almost like it's like a condescending thing that they're doing. So they're just trying to like push me down a little bit.
That's because you're in a head of you're in a masculine head.
I don't think so. I think a lot of guys can be like, you wouldn't know about this because you're a woman. If they say that straight up, I'm like, excuse me, like, are you threatened?
Well, that's not going to be appealing.
Are you threatened? Yeah, but that's. I feel like these sort of dudes have done that. You know, it's like, no, you wouldn't be able to defend yourself if something happened. I'm like, what the fuck, like, dude, like I'm a fucking fighter. Like I can do that.
You are.
And like
you're still.
I would rather be like, you can do this, like,
Yeah.
and I will help you out.
I know, and you look like you're in shape.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You look like you're physically fit. I go to the gym as well. But if you come across the average, less fit than you guy in the street, you're gonna have a problem. I'm telling you straight up. I don't. You know how much jujitsu.
No, I get that. Of course, I get that. But like, if I'm walking like around with a friend and they're taller and bigger than me, of course I will feel more safe just walking with them. But it's not like they necessarily have to point it out.
You know, it's
Does that make
okay
sense?
to. You're married. You have a guy that you have the relationship you have, whatever the terms are, but he loves you. You know, it's okay to lean on that man, though. It is okay to lean on that man in any way. In any way.
Yeah, in a relationship, of course.
I mean, if you don't feel that way, that's a problem.
You can lean to each other. That's fully what I believe.
Well, of course,
yeah.
he can lean on you for things that you're going to bring to the table that he doesn't. But for things like safety and security and all that stuff, you should hopefully be able to feel that you can lean on that man. If you can't, definitely get to that gym.
I think I'm just very like independent in that way. I don't like to lean on someone. I like to do things myself.
But you see, this is all connecting for me. Very independent, kind of. You're in the open relationship. This is all connected in an interesting way. I don't know what messaging came to you as a little girl about feminism, about that you're coming into an age where the feminist movement is very different from when I grew up.
I'd say my parents were more like leaning. They were
what is your politics? Are you like Destiny?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
very similar.
Oh man, good thing we didn't get into politics here. That could have been a whole other thing. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.